It's not often that I'm speechless. I mean, I did say that this was going to happen, but it still is a little surreal. I think it hasn't fully sunk in yet. This is a long time coming, and I'm just very excited for what the future holds right now. I feel like the possibilities are endless, and I think it's gonna take a few days for it to really register. I think my nose might be broken. I don't know if you can see that, this bump right here. But it was worth it. I think once I'm home for a few days looking at it, I think it's just gonna hit me. I'm gonna be making coffee and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm the champion after all these years. I am running indie wrestling. If you want this championship, you know where to find it, baby. You will learn what everyone learns eventually. AK, don't play.
When you're not competing for a championship, you're fighting for something. This is a personal issue between Skye Blue and Hyan. They've been going at each other left and right.
First women's I Quit match in AAW history, never been done. Hyan and Skye Blue.
One of them is gonna give up. Who's gonna say no? Who's gonna be forced to say, I can't do this anymore?
And these are two of our most up and coming women who are definite contenders for the women's championship someday. The result of this one is gonna be exciting to see. I'm psyched for this one.
I knew of Skye when I started working at AAW because she's a Chicago local, right? So
I first met Hyan a long time ago. I don't think she remembered meeting me.
I really didn't know too much about her. She was clearly solid. I'm not going to say that she wasn't. She got the pin on me on that match, which I wasn't too happy about.
The first time I actually beat Hyan, and then she got a little pissy, and that's why we keep wrestling.
I feel like she took that, she pinned Hyan, she pinned the Renaissance Women, and kind of let that get to her head a little bit. I think she got this big win under her belt, and now everyone's talking about Skye Blue.
There's another level to Skye today. She's smiling, but there's something more there. She's focused.
All I hear about is Skye Blue, and I'm like, you beat me one time in a tag match. Like, settle down. And that's what I'm here to do, just to settle her ass down.
Oh, no, wait a minute! Keep your eyes! Hyan wasting little time, the Renaissance Woman.
I like it.
Hey, you don't get paid by the hour, especially in an I Quit match.
That's how you win an I Quit match.
It was more of a, I want to beat the crap out of her and get her to say I quit.
Does press.
The anger, look at the anger on both of these women. There's pure hate here, Tyler Voles. They purely just hate each other.
You gotta think, both these women, while they do hate each other, they gotta realize, hey, I get the victory here tonight. I'm gonna keep my eyes on Allysin Kay. I'm gonna keep my eyes on Chris Statlander. Why shouldn't I get the next shot at the championship? Hyan, though, taking advantage of the opportunities given to her.
You see the advantage she got from that pre-start attack. She's had the advantage the entire time.
Thunderous chops to the chest.
Look at those! My
Ragdolling
God!
her, just driving her face first into the unforgiving ring apron. Are you serious?
Yeah, disruption in the crowd here, Tyler. Hold on a second.
La Sociedad Boricua disguising themselves as front row. Are you serious?
Wait a minute. Oh, come on!
And that's what it takes. It takes a game plan like this. Put yourself in the advantageous position to win. Ragdolls are over.
Hyan's already been in control. I don't see Skye rebounding from this.
But Skye, this might be her opportunity to capitalize.
This could be it. All right, Skye, get back on track here.
Skye Blue perched on that top rope. As Hyan turns around. Hyan, the Renaissance Woman, eats that front drop kick.
This could be Skye's opportunity to get the advantage back. Start shifting this momentum a little bit.
Hey, look at that! Skye went after him, yeah! Hell yeah!
Go get him,
That's
Skye.
what I'm talking about!
That's right.
that flip. Hyan, no. Skye Blue able to roll
Don't
through
go
back
for those
up to her
pins.
feet.
Nothing about it.
That's her up.
Oh!
Oh my God! Bends her in half with that power bomb.
He's reversing it.
Renaissance Woman is looking for her signature maneuver. Instead, he's that bicycle kick. Skye following with a flurry of offense. One of, if not the most important match in Skye Blue's career.
Oh, wait a minute.
Tilt-a-whirl!
Whoa, wait a minute. Got her!
Into that Russian leg sweep. And hold on, looking for that submission.
Okay.
Oh God! Separating those shoulders.
Referee
That's
Jason,
in bad. That's in deep.
referee Jason Pemberton asking if she quits or not.
Oh,
Wait, is that it?
the bell's been rang.
She did.
Hyan saying those words, I quit.
She did quit. She eventually did. It was too much for her.
8 minutes, 57 seconds. The winner of the I Quit match, Skye Blue.
That was it. That's it.
A cool, calm, collected demeanor of Skye Blue there.
Oh yeah, it was a hell of a match, and it's packed house, and just it feels like the world's back to normal, big crowds, and having such a big match with Hyan, and not even just like a normal wrestling match, an I Quit match, showing that the girls can do it too, just like all the guys out there, and the fact that I made her quit.
How did making her say I quit feel?
Oh, it was wonderful to finally get that out of the way, get it off the shoulders, and now I can finally move past wrestling Hyan and move on to bigger and other things. It would obviously be the AAW Women's Championship tonight it's Kris Statlander and Allysin Kay, so either of those I would love to wrestle.
The co-main event, you see it here on this elevated stage, a huge crowd as things come back. So does the AAW Women's Champion, Kris Statlander.
Two of the most successful and probably popular women's wrestlers in the world today, Allysin Kay, Kris Statlander, fighting for our women's championship, the AAW Women's Championship, which has been held by like some of the best women of all time. So this is to me, this is the build for this has been incredible. Stat coming back, Allysin getting her first shot at this after essentially pioneering this division before there was a championship.
Allysin Kay has so proven herself over and over again, but has never had this.
Honestly, the cage match is one thing tonight, but this one I'm really looking forward to.
Who are we gonna know as the AAW Women's Champion after this?
Following contest scheduled for one fall, 30-minute time limit for the AAW Women's Championship.
Look at this crowd. Just listen to them come unglued.
Got the champion and the challenger playing mind games with one another right now. Allysin Kay said enough of that shit. We've been talking about the underrated wrestlers all night. For my money, there's no more underrated women's wrestler on the planet than Allysin Kay. And it's been that way for the past 5-6 years. Pain in that knee, paid dividends for Allysin Kay. Allysin Kay, cerebral in her attack.
Wait a minute.
Stat has her hoisted, thinking Big Bang Theory, able to hook both legs. No, Allysin Kay finds her way out the back door.
Again with the leg.
And now into a knee bar. Knee bar locked, center of the ring. She has no choice to tap. We got a new champ. We got a new women's champion. The knee bar paying dividends. Allysin Kay has done it.
14 minutes, 32 seconds. Your winner and new AAW Women's Champion, AK-47, Allysin Kay.
I wish I didn't have such an obvious disadvantage. AK was right where she said it's a new Kris Statlander, but it's also a partly broken one still, and
She was smarter than me. She took advantage of my kryptonite, and I did not come out victorious.
I did mention that I was very aware that she was coming back from an injury. She's wearing a giant target on her leg. I once had to wrestle in a knee brace. I know how it is. I know how opponents are, even when they act like they're not really going for your knee. They just so happen to grab that leg or something. So, I mean, it is a factor. It's a strategy. This is all a game of chess, and I'm trying to make the best moves possible. So, if you see a weakness in your opponent, you're going to capitalize on it. We all want to be on top. We all want to win. We all want to be a champion. So, you do what you have to do.
I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna think about what my next step is, because I don't need to tell you, and I don't need to tell anybody. I don't need to expose my path. I don't want people to know what I'm up to. But know that it's gonna be up, and it's gonna be some of the galaxy's greatest things.
You know, my body is sore. I'm gonna be icing, decompressing, rehabbing, like I always do after every match, but I feel good. I'm happy that I won, but I don't know, maybe I have some type of like psychological disorder. I feel like I'm never fully happy. It means so much to have this, and now the crazy part is the work has just begun. And I think a lot of people say that. I think that's a little cliche, but it's true. I worked so hard, so many years to get here, but now that I'm here, I have all these challengers that are gonna face me, and who is it gonna be? That's the question. I'm so looking forward to every single challenger that steps in the ring with me, because I'm sure that they will have earned it in their own right to get to this point, to be able to face me in the ring. They will already be worthy, but can they beat me? Short answer, no, but they can try. And I am willing to show them the ropes, if you will. If you want it, you know where to find it.